Blue Ranger power. Greetings everyone, all my fellow cosplayers and gamers. We got Blue Ranger power here. Well, today I'm going to do something a little different. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 20th Anniversary Complete Series DVD set. Well, I'm a diehard Power Ranger fan. Well, obviously I go to Morphin all the time, and my YouTube channel is called Blue Ranger Power. Well, haven't really done this, so you know, I might as well do it now. Well, first off, here's what the box looks like. Cover looks pretty cool. You can see the White Ranger. And back you see some images of the show. Well, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is definitely a show that needs no introduction. Because, you know, it was based off of Japanese footage from a Japanese show called Super Sentai. And Zero Ranger, I think it was called, was for the one that spawned Mighty Morphin, even though the very original Power Ranger Super Sentai, I don't remember what it was called, but it's Mighty Morphin or Zero Ranger out there. It was not the very first Super Sentai series, but it was the first one made into America, which was called Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Actually, if you watch the show, if you look really closely at some of the stock footage, like some of the weapons, it'll actually say Zero Ranger on there. So if you look at it really closely, it actually will be on there. Well, now I'm going to talk about what this set has. It comes with a booklet. It has like the episodes, cover art. Check that out. Pretty cool. Came with like a 5 sets. Season 1 part 1, Season 1 part 2, Season 2 part 1, Season 2 part 2, and then Season 3. Yep, and also they have an extra little set for bonus features. But let me tell you what I think about this set so far. It actually does include a lot of cool stuff. Like, for example, one thing that no one expected was it came with the Alien Ranger side, which when they did the transaction from Mighty Morphin to Zeo, when the Rangers got turned into kids. Yeah, the thing is, like, that actually was really cool because they were going through a little hard time dealing with all the craziness that Lord Zed put into them. It could turn them on the kids, had to get the Zeo Chris to become the Zeo Rangers, the next set of Rangers. But that was pretty cool. Now let's talk about the special features it includes. For example, it includes like the best monsters heads. It includes a little skit like the best of Bulk and Skull, because we all know Bulk and Skull are the best bad bullies of all time. They are definitely hilarious people. And people who know me, I've actually met them a few times at past conventions, the 2 MorphCon and one out here at the ToyCon a couple years ago. Definitely great people. I've pretty much met everyone from Mighty Morphin except Tui Trang. Unfortunately, she passed away in 2001, but may her rest in peace. She's always going to be one of the best Yellow Rangers, obviously. But like I'm saying, like, this, it came with a lot of cool stuff, like Lord Zed Monster Head. It shows like a lot of different his favorite monsters. They also had the one that was back in the 90s, Alpha's Magical Christmas. That was a VHS exclusive, but they put that on here, which I think is pretty cool. And they actually did a little they actually talked about the time when they had like a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan club, which when I was a kid, I actually was a part of that a little bit when I was a kid. I remember getting some cool stuff. I do have some of it, but some of it got lost when I moved when I was a long time ago, but I still have it in my heart. Yeah, well, hell, obviously I'm shooting this in the video in my Power Rangers museum, which everyone I'm pretty sure knows what it looks like. You know, heads up, I'll be doing some changes to it soon. I'll keep everyone updated on it. And pretty much, another thing about the special features, they also did include like some live action sketches, like, because they did a lot of those live action shows. The one they showed one here that was Lord Zed with Gorlar, and they're trying to get rid of Rita turning into the toy, because we all know when you turned her into that little smaller person, put her in that little dumpster for the space. But I won't get involved in all that right now, because that's going to be like a 3 or 4 hour long video talking about the whole series. Yeah, and then it was pretty cool how they talked about, or how they included the cast, and like they all sat down with each member, talked to them like, what was it like being on the Power Rangers, and how big did this going to be? Because in all honesty, no one thought this was going to be that big, but Power Rangers is still going strong today. Like, technically Super Sentai, because that's been going on since the 70s. That's still going strong today. Power Rangers, because they have Mighty Morphin, Zeo, Turbo, Space Galaxy, Alien. That's all the Zordon era. Then goes on like Time Force, Samurai, Lightspeed Rescue. The list goes on. There's too many to count. But let me talk about what things could have been included. I think that should have been included in this set. Like, for example, they could have included the PSAs, like teaching kids to be good, not to do drugs and all that stuff. They could have put that in there. And it would have been really cool if they actually put the unaired pilot on there that had I think her name was Aubrey Forgot her name, but she was a really Yellow Ranger before Trini. That would have been cool to have on there just as a little bonus feature. Another thing I think that would have been really cool to have on there, like the classic 90s Power Rangers commercials. And pretty much how they also, the video games, the posters, the list goes on. Because we all know that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers had a lot of member buys. Like for another thing is, this was produced by Shout Factory back in the 90s. Another thing that could have been included, I think it should have been included, was the movie. But due to recently, they did release it on Blu-ray. Well, they had it on DVD, but you know what? They have it on Blu-ray now, which I happen to pick up a copy. Actually, it really does look pretty good. And another thing is, a lot of people are asking, like, how come this was never put on Blu-ray? But let's be honest. Blu-ray is... I love Blu-ray and all that stuff. 4K goes on. But Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that was shot on video cassette tape, not film. So there's really nothing more you can do with it. Stuff that was filmed on film can be put on Blu-ray, like some of the classic 80s, 90s, or old school movies. But stuff that's put on tape, because cassette tape was a little more easier. The film, cheaper, or not easier, but cheaper. So they would do that. Save some money, especially for 30-minute episodes. Especially for how big this episode was, or this series was. It's still going on today, so, you know. But yeah, but back in the day, no one ever thought Blu-ray was going to be a thing, or high-def TVs and all that stuff. Back in the day, tube TVs were the best TVs back in the day. But the show, overall, how does the show hold off together? Sure, the effects are still cheesy, but for the time period, that was like the best stuff. And do I recommend this set? Absolutely. Yeah, but in all honesty, because if you look at it again, it has really cool. It's the 19 DVD set, 19 discs. Has pretty much every single episode. Even has the explosive intro and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme song, Go Go Power Rangers. It's actually a great series. It's just my opinion. This is the best, if anything. A lot of people say this is the only series that really mattered, but there's some good ones, there's some bad ones. Like, I pretty much like the Zordon era, and that's when I was kind of like hit 50. Some of it was hit and miss. Time Force was good, but Samurai, I was not a fan of Samurai. When it comes to Morphicon, 9 times out of 10, I'm just going after the Mighty Morphin stuff. Like, because, like, I'm a while know, like, Goldar, he was a great villain. And top of that, well, I do read the comics, you can probably see a lot of them behind me. Yeah, but Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, in all honesty, how does this set hold up? In my opinion, it's definitely a good set. One thing because I know this is really cool, though, like, look at this desk, they included the Alien Rangers. I know how much that for, but here's what they included. And then, you know, when they turned to the Ninjetti, when they had to meet that Ninja guy. Which was also, because I did the Ninjetti in the movie, but we all know the movie, it was kind of made by America, really wasn't made by Japan, so they really can't combine the two, but for the time period, it was still a cool thing to see. Yeah, but in all honesty, though, I highly do recommend this set. And if you guys have any questions, let me know what you think, and if you have you picked up this set? Do you enjoy it? Do you think it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers still holds up well together? Let me know in the comment section what you think. Also, if you haven't already, please like this video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel for more content coming soon. Alright everyone, Blue Ranger out.